Hello and welcome to another Reggie's Beers, Wines and Spirits review on a boiling hot Sunday. Today I'm going to review this fella. It's a re-review. I've reviewed it before. It wasn't in the boiling pits of summer, so today I review it again. Jubel Beer with Peach. And it says beer, it's actually a lager. It's a peach flavoured lager. On sale at Sainsbury's. There is a grapefruit version and an elderflower version. And to me, this is the closest thing to Badger's Golden Glory, which sadly isn't around anymore. 4% offering. Can you see it? There we go. So, golden pour. White head, sporadic lacing around the edge. On the nose, beautiful peach. And like I say, one of the best fruit flavoured beers on the market, Golden Glory, is sadly not with us anymore. Why? God knows. It used to sell fantastic at Sainsbury's when it was there. And obviously somebody, you know, companies make decisions, don't they, and take out brands. And why they do it just beggars belief, but hey, you know, it's something we have to live with. So here we go. Oh, so I reviewed this last year, and for a craft lager, this is where I want craft lagers to be at. We need flavour. The problem with a lot of lagers is, being brutally honest, they're all very samey. Light malt aroma, light malt taste. Hay, grass. They're all very samey in that way. Some are smooth, some have got a hint of bitterness. But the taste, there's not much to separate the vast majority of lagers. It is what it is. Same with apple ciders. A lot of them taste very similar. Do they taste nice? Well, that's dependent on the actual cider or lager. Most of them do taste perfectly good. This has that peach element which brings in something new, something interesting. And for me, this revitalises the lager sector. It branches it out to a new direction. Flavour is so key, and the lack of flavour is so prevalent amongst lagers. Whereas beers, there's a lot of flavour, a lot of tropical flavours mind you, but there is a lot of flavour amongst beers, and certainly ciders now, there's a lot of flavour. The likes of Brothers have brought gin flavours into the cider market, and these fellas, I mean, they aren't the first to do it. Foster's did it years ago with and Carling with their Zest range, and Foster's with their range, more Carling, and but they're only 2.8%. And to be honest, a lot of drinkers don't want to be drinking 2.8%. 4% is a minimum. And this is 4%, and I think it, for a lot of ladies as well who like that fruity tasting stuff, it's an interesting lager to try, even if it is called a beer, which totally beggars belief. Oh, so really refreshing, crisp, refreshing. And with that peach taste, what more is there could answer? Golden Glory was one of my go-to beers. Yes, it was probably looked on as a ladies' beer, if truth be told. But I never really cared what people thought about. You know, I only cared about what I wanted to taste. Never cared about what it looked like, and I still don't. I don't give a monkey's what other people think. Neither should you. But yeah, really refreshing. And on a day when it's mid-20s and you're sweltering and you're dying because of it, because it's so bloody hot and we're not used to it. This is so welcome. Even if it isn't at fridge temperature, it's at room temperature, and it's like 24 degrees in here. Obviously that's not 24 degrees because, you know, it's a lot behind the room temperature, but it's still warm and yet still refreshing. That refreshing that I've already drank it because I'm dying of thirst. So, golden pour, whitehead, on the nose peach, on the taste peach, and gorgeous throughout. A real classy lager, not beer, lager. Out of 5. Again, for me, one of the pinnacles of craft lagers. It's got the taste that is so needed. And yes, Carling did a subtle version of a lager with a flavour, but these guys actually put the flavour in, and to me that's where it needs to be. When Carling brought out Carling Zest, they brought out ginger, strawberry, lemon. God, there were quite a lot of varieties at the time. They kept flipping them, but the flavour was so subtle. At 2.8%, you're not appealing to the masses. You're appealing to the low alcohol people rather than the masses. And at 4%, this appeals to the masses. And for me, that's where we should be going. Out of 5 then. Again, 4.6 out of 5. Absolutely loved it, even though it's gone down very quickly. But it's a bloody hot day and I'm sweltering and I needed something I knew that was going to quench a bit of thirst. And now I'm going in the hot tub. I'm going to sweat a bit because it's about 40 degrees in the hot tub. But hey, can't win them all. Sunday afternoon. I need to knock off now, no more drinking. And I haven't really drunk that much, to be honest. It's the flipping heat that it just wipes the floor of you. You lay in the sun and it just... It's like getting a kick in the bollocks off the sun. And hopefully I'm watering tomorrow because, to be honest, it's about the best job. Something dead easy, dead relaxing. And just splashing a bit of water on. Job's a good one. Eh? We can but hope, rather. So, yeah. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you all for commenting and being there. You know, you're listening to somebody who, like most people, we all have our own issues in life, and we do. You know, and anybody who says they haven't is lying. You know, anybody from royals to peasants like us have issues. Celebrities have issues. You know, some of them take their own lives, and it's all sad. You know, you should never be taking your own life. You know, especially if you've got the money to get out of it. I mean, a lot of people, there's people out there who've got no money that are struggling and dying. But if you've got millions and you take your own life, then what's that about? You know, the help is out there. You just got to get it. But yeah, anyway. As always, stay safe and see you soon. And for another Raggy's beer review. And we've got a few to go at. And a few more every week. It's never ending. And it's a great little hobby. I do love this hobby. Along with gardening and my family. Great hobbies. You've always got to have a hobby. Cheers.